So is what I saw recently, I would consider to be a good sign or not? Well, even though nothing I say is financial advice, I would like to lean towards yes, personally for me, in terms of something regarding Dfinity. What do I mean by this, right? Dominic Williams, who again is the founder of Dfinity, recently, a couple days ago, announced how he was looking for an engineer. So if we think about that, Dfinity is looking to hire a new employee at a time when the market isn't considered to be doing the best. What does that showcase? First of all, I think it showcases that they're not in a bad position, I think, fundamentally, when it comes to Dfinity, because being able to hire an employee or looking to hire one, especially at a time like right now, when a lot of other projects are looking to, I guess, downsize, right? I think this, in contrast, may showcase the kind of positioning when it comes to Dfinity, at least from a, I guess, capital standpoint of view, right? Where maybe they're not really lacking in terms of resources to the point that, they're able to actually hire, I guess, a new employee or looking to hire one. So I do find this to be pretty cool because this supposedly is going to be in Zurich, Switzerland, which I've been to Zurich actually before. But besides that point, I thought it was really amazing. However, he's looking for a lead full stack engineer. So that's pretty cool. But I also think that there could be a sign here because he says he's looking for a lead full stack engineer who can work across systems. So again, the key phrase there is across systems, right? So personally, I do like these hidden messages that I'm seeing right here, right? These, I guess, phrases that sometimes I do see in a post, and I like sometimes to kind of analyze it a little bit. I do like seeing that. So again, besides that point though, if I take a look at Dominic Williams looking to actually hire a new engineer for Dfinity in Zurich, Switzerland, of course, right? I do find this to be pretty interesting, in my opinion, and I think it may showcase kind of the positioning they may be in terms of the capital that they have. But yeah, besides that point though, in case anyone is wondering what is this strap that I'm, using, no, it's on a seatbelt. Actually, it's like a bag, like a crossbody bag. It's by Air. Take a look at that right there. Air is from San Francisco. It's spelled like AER. And check this out, right? By the way, this has nothing to do with like them telling me to do this. Like I just voluntarily wanted to use this because I love Air products, by the way. But I'm saying, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. It's kind of like magnetic. It's really cool, huh? I think it's really nice. But yeah, besides that point, I just try to use this for variation because sometimes people like to tell me that, oh, I just use a t-shirt or a jacket. So yeah, I just wanted to use this for fun. And also take a look at my G-Shock, the G-Shock GW5000 HS. Got it from Japan. But yeah, besides that point though, I even made a YouTube short regarding this watch actually. But besides that point as well, when I take a look at this space overall, I get it. ICP is kind of down by quite a lot. But actually, I could view this in both ways, right? If ICP is below $3 and around $2.50, my kind of mindset isn't, oh wow, the pullback has been so bad and all this. My kind of mindset is, even though the pullback has been bad, that's not what I focus on. What I focus on is what happens if ICP goes back to $10, which we saw last year. That's kind of my mindset. Because when things are low, I want to focus on, okay, if I enter right here, what could it be later if it returns back to a point we've seen before? Sometimes that's kind of the way you take a look at it. However, it doesn't mean it could. Who knows? But at the same time, if it did, that'd be pretty impressive considering how, again, ICP is around $2.50. And $10 really, like, it's not like we've never ever seen that before. We literally saw it back in 2025. Now, if I want to take a look at, let's say, just a little bit more recent example, let's take a look at November of 2025. We were like basically $9 at that point. So at this point, we're over 3 times lower than that. Like, wow, seriously. If we just go back to November of 2025, we're over 3 times lower than that. That's kind of ridiculous, I think. I think that showcases just how much the pullback has been, ever since then. And again, how 2026 hasn't necessarily been the best start to ICP. But at the same time, that could be said for a bunch of altcoins too. But I think, again, what I just showcased right there indicates just how quickly the sentiments could change, right? But this is the way you take a look at it. As quickly as it changes in the downwards direction, sometimes it can also equally change as quick in the opposite direction, right? Take a look at how fast it went down, but we've seen historically how fast sometimes the recovery has been in some cases. But that's just the way you take a look at it. It's like a roller coaster. Sometimes it goes down fast, sometimes it goes up fast, right? I mean, could it be the case here? Who knows? I mean, I can't control anything, but that's just a totally different example. That's about a roller coaster. But this space sometimes, again, less than basically 6 months ago, ICP was around $9. Like, I find that to be pretty fascinating for me to see, actually. But yeah, besides that point though, when I take a look at ICP overall, my kind of mindset is I haven't given up. I'm still staying patient. And furthermore, I just don't think it's a bad project to me. I just don't think about it that way because I felt like the fundamentals improved, right? Take a look at Caffeine AI when it comes to what Dfinity is doing with that. Take a look at, for instance, Chain Fusion. Take a look at the Solana and ICP integration. Furthermore, we take a look at how when it comes to, you know, the internet computer, it does have an aspect of decentralized AI. So really, what can I complain about? If the only thing I can complain about is the price, that I can handle, right? Because I feel like that's not really like a bad thing for me, because I feel like all I have to do is wait anyways. And if it could just go back to a previous point, I'm already going to Sizzler. So that's not a major concern for me. The only major concern for me is if the project fundamentally became bad. Now, again, if that happened, yeah, okay, then that's game, set, match right there. I'm done with the project. However, as long as I don't see that, if I'm still seeing, activity, if I'm still seeing them do something, I just don't want to give up. That's the way you take a look at it. I'll just wait. If things are low, okay, I'll wait. I'll wait for things to recover. Maybe if they could. Maybe they won't, but I just like to wait. That's kind of my mindset, because if the only thing I have to do is wait, I feel like that's the easiest part for me. The hard part is, first of all, finding the project, researching, believing in it. That's kind of the more difficult part, right? Like dollar cost averaging once a month like that. But, just simply holding and just waiting like that, I feel like is the easiest part for me. So that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, I'm not telling anyone to do anything. However, I've just wanted to make this updated video because I just thought it was pretty cool that Dfinity is looking for an employee, which I found pretty interesting and pretty awesome, especially at a time like this when other projects are looking to, again, reduce. We see Dfinity trying to hire an engineer. So I do like seeing that. That's been pretty much it for today's video. I just want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you have a very nice day. It's Willie the Captain. I'm out. Peace. Bye.